Hello again. I thought we'd work on block arguments this time. We did blocks last time. We'll add block arguments, and we'll start with the parser. So first, we want to parse a block with an argument. And how are we going to represent arguments? How are we going to represent arguments? That's the question. Well, first of all, do blocks even care about the arguments that are specified? I don't think they do. It doesn't care if there's more or less. Yeah, so maybe we don't even need to parse the arguments at all. Maybe, well, we do. Yeah, we have to parse. We have to know what they're going to be called. So that makes me wonder if we need to refactor our block syntax so that it's actual thing. So like it would be, like this one would be a block with an empty body and no args. So we'll do args and then body. I like that. No args and then the body. Yeah. So I'm gonna fix that. Okay, I'm back. I ended up doing all of these off camera because it was just so annoying and slow. So now we have this that we'll go fix and change our syntax for it. So this needs to be block with no args and then the body. Same thing here. That should let all the tests pass, except maybe this one, which I forgot to do apparently. Parser test 284. Yeah, I missed this one. Okay, good. So now we have the tool. Oh, I guess I need to fix our compiler too. If the block, so we actually want to do block args, block body equals block. And this can be block body. I believe that's all I care about. Make sure I'm a test pass. I believe our test would be a little faster if I just put all those examples in one big file so that we didn't have to invoke GCC all those times. I might do that. Okay, so that was just a refactor of our block syntax. So now we can parse some arguments. Let's do this kind of in order. So, yeah, I don't know. Where do I want this? I mean, it's kind of like a block, and then we'll just do x here. So this argument is x. And then we'll do the same thing down here. this argument is also x. Perfect. Okay. How do we do args with parens? It's going to be a lot like that. In fact, I'm just going to copy it down here. I'm going to say args with pipes, goalposts. I don't know, do we like goalposts? I like goalposts. I think that's cool. So vertical pipe. We grab the first expression. As long as there's a comma, we grab more expressions. And then we look for another pipe. And then we return the args. Okay, so I'm going to say args equals args with goalposts or nothing. I'm going to say args here. And does that fix one of our tests? Yep. And we'll do the same thing here. Did not fix. Yeah. Space. Kind of expected that to work. And now I'm wondering if I was looking at the wrong broken test. Do X. No, that really was. That was the squiggly line one, right? Oh no, I have two failing tests. That actually didn't work on this one. Why didn't that work? I think I was looking at this screen wrong. So it actually didn't work on this or this. I guess it's because I didn't match space after. Yeah, after that, I just consume that. I think I want to consume literally any space here. 2 errors. So it's consuming this, it's matching this, and where we are is right here, right before this new line, and it doesn't know what to do with that. Expected expression after semicolon got expression after operator. Oh, operator. Am I even getting here? Yeah, I'm getting there. After operator. That's the only place we do that. Okay, yeah. So how does Ruby know I do have a vertical pipe here as an operator? I don't know if I care right now. I'm just going to remove it for now. I'll think about it. Okay. Okay. Expected this got send x. Oh! Let's put this back. These aren't expressions. Oh, how did this work up here? Args with parens, args. These aren't expressions. I'm just gonna just fix me. Don't use expire here. Yeah, it's supposed to be like this, identifier. Okay, we're gonna come back to that. Identifier. Oh, because this is, yeah, no, that was right. Those really are expressions. These aren't the arguments. This must be a naming. This might be a naming problem. These aren't the arguments in a method signature. These are arguments passed to a method. Method args is the one I should have copied. And in fact, yeah. Args with goalposts. Let's call these block args. Block args. Yeah. Okay, so we only have one error, and it's on the squiggly line one. And this should be fixable right here. Perfect. Add that to our index. Okay, so now to accept arguments. So we want def block test2. You know, we don't even need another one. We'll just do, yeah, we do. Yield 1, 2, block test do x and y, print x and y. Let's just do this separate lines. This should print x and y, and because I don't want to, because I have x everywhere else, I'm just going to call this b1 and b2. Because I'm awesome at naming things. And let's see, Ruby samples method nil. Oh, block test 2. That's why. Cool. 1, 2, 1, 2. And Natalie samples method 1, 2. And then it just stops. Oh, undefined method b1 for object. Undefined method b1. Yeah, because I'm not passing it as arguments. Okay, cool. So here's where we build the block. It's going to be a lot like when def, because at the top of this, we check if the argument count matches and we abort if it doesn't. This should be an exception, but blocks don't need to raise an exception if the arguments don't match. What it needs to do is set the arguments here. So we're going to do that. We don't need method set. We do want this environment built because we don't want to change the closure. So the environment being passed in to our block is our closure. So we want to build a temporary one inside of the block, and then on that we want to set each of the arguments, block args, to the arguments that came in, and we really want this to be if arg count, because we're on the first arg, which would be 0. So let's do this. The first argument is going to be 0. And the arg count is 1. So let's say it only accepts x and x came in. That's fine. And if argument 1 came and arg count is 2, that's fine. So if arg count, okay, I'm getting mixed up. Is this arg count is what is actually passed to the block? Is what was actually passed to the block by yield, So this is yield. If we were yielded one argument and this I is 0, that's fine. But if I is 1 and we only yielded one argument, that's bad. Okay, so if I is greater than or equal to arg count, let's say if it's less than, we'll do positive first, then go ahead and set it. Otherwise, we're going to set it to nil. Yeah. I think that's right. Undefined local variable arg c. Oh, right, that's not interpolated, that's just in the C itself. Word trap undefined method B for object. Let's debug that and let's simplify all this. So we should be here, right? Does this work as expected? It prints 1. Undefined method B for object. Oh. Interesting. Right here, this broke it. This broke it. Because it's not going to look up the chain for another variable. I almost need like a different kind of environment. It's fine. Block is true. Yeah, so if this is true, then it will look up the chain. env build env, here it is. We're going to say env block is false by default. Yeah. And this is a block environment, and that means when we do env get, we want to say env block or all that other stuff. No. One, two. Perfect. So that puts that back like it should be. This should print 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Cool. So, come on. Cool. That works. So, if we just have one argument, this should be 1 and nil. If we have no arguments, oh, no, B2 won't exist. That shouldn't have any error. It's no args. And then if we have more than we need, B3, this one should be nil. This one should be 2. This one should be 1. Yeah, why am I even doing that? This is the only one that's different. Expected a new line on line 18. Fin. Oh, got all the way to the end. Didn't like my comment. Got a bug in my comment parsing. 1, 2, 1, 2, nil. 1, 2, 1, no args. So that would be 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, nil. 1, 2, 1. Cool. Oh, I should just use my assert. That would be way easier. My little fake assert. Assert equal 1. And then this one again. And then this one. And no args. Something should be something. Do I dare change this to inspect? Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2. Where else? No. Yeah, because it's printing. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. One more time. Awesome. Well, that wasn't too hard at all. Now blocks get arguments. Whew, that's so cool. We're this close to being able to do some stuff with enumerable and arrays and iteration and really cool stuff. So that is exciting. Thanks for watching. Hope you learned something. See you next time.